Hello, dear students. Welcome back to our news channel. Today, we are going to dive into two important stories from across India, one that showcases progress and development, and another that highlights challenges faced by many people. We'll explore the new Sonamar tunnel in Jammu and Kashmir and the harsh realities of rat hole mining and illegal and dangerous practice affecting thousands of lives in India's northeastern states. So let's begin with our first story that we have about the newly inaugurated Sonamarg tunnel. The Sonamarg Tunnel, also known as the More Tunnel, was inaugurated recently by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and this 6.4-kilometer tunnel is a critical part of India's plan to ensure all-weather connectivity between the Kashmir Valley and Ladakh. Right? So, why is this tunnel so important? Well, let me explain. The Kashmir Valley and Ladakh experience extreme weather conditions, often making roads unsafe or inaccessible. But this tunnel will allow people and goods to travel safely throughout the year, no matter the season. It's a lifeline for the region, especially for security and trade purposes. So earlier, this tunnel was named after its shape, Z More, but it has now been renamed the Sonamarg Tunnel. And it's only the first step in a larger plan to improve the connectivity. Connectivity is important. See, students, imagine the extreme condition people are living in this region. So for them, connectivity is important. And the next big project is Zojila Tunnel, which will connect Sonamarg in Kashmir to Dras in Ladakh. Okay, so the tunnel inauguration saw a moment of camaraderie between the Prime Minister and Omar Abdullah, a former Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir. So the story showcases how infrastructure projects can transform lives and bring regions closer together. However, not every story is as hopeful. So let's now shift our focus to a more serious issue. It's called rat hole mining. Yes, students, rat hole mining. While the Sonamarg tunnel students symbolizes progress, rat hole mining paints a grim picture of struggle, exploitation, and environmental damage. Recently, 9 workers were trapped in a flooded rat hole coal mine in Assam's Dima Hasao district. Okay, unfortunately, 4 of them have already lost their lives, and rescue operations are ongoing. But this tragedy sheds light on the larger problems of illegal mining in India. First is, what is rat hole mining? Yes, students, rat hole mining is a primitive and dangerous form of coal mining, right? Imagine uh, narrow tunnels, just 3 to 4 wide, 3 to 4 feet wide, where workers have to crawl to extract the coal. And there are two main methods. Side cutting. एक तो side cutting है. Side cutting is when workers dig along visible coal seams on the hill slopes. And then box cutting. Workers dig deep pits up to 400 feet and extract coal from horizontal tunnels extending in all direction. Right? तो एक तो साइड कटिंग हो गया, एक बॉक्स कटिंग हो गया. लेकिन ये जो टनल होते हैं, ये इट लुक लाइक द टेंटेकल्स ऑफ ऑक्टोपस. Imagine the worker has to crawl and then they can extract the coal. So the work is physically demanding and the conditions are terrible. Poor ventilation, there's a poor ventilation. It puts workers at risk of asphyxiation. So it puts the workers at the risk of asphyxiation, and this is nothing just a lack of oxygen. So lack of structural support causes mine collapses, and during the rainy season flooding is a constant threat. अभी देखो असम, मेघालय जहाँ पर रैट होल माइनिंग प्रैक्टिस की जाती है, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ वेदर दे हैव, सो वहाँ पर रेनफॉल होती रहती है, थ्रू आउट द ईयर वहाँ पे रेनफॉल होती रहती है, और वहाँ पे ये रैट होल माइनिंग प्रैक्टिस कंटिन्यूड है। आप इमेजिन कर सकते हैं कि छोटे 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 टनल्स बनाए होते हैं, उस पे वर्कर्स को क्रॉल करके जाना होता है, और फिर वहां से वो कोल एक्सट्रैक्ट करते हैं। अब इस सिचुएशन में इमेजिन कीजिए कि अगर रेनफॉल रेनी सीजन है तो वहां पे फ्लडिंग हो सकती है, फ्लडिंग के चलते फिर वर्कर्स वहां पे स्टक हो सकते हैं, राइट? सो फ्लडिंग इज अ कांस्टेंट थ्रेट। व्हाई, द क्वेश्चन इज व्हाई इज रैट होल माइनिंग स्टिल हैपनिंग? Because if it's so dangerous, why does this practice continue? The main reason is, students, of course, money. Rat hole mining provides jobs to thousands of poor laborers from Assam, Nepal, and Bangladesh. And these workers can earn 3 to 4 times more than they would by working on farms or construction sites. However, the cost of these higher wages is often paid with their health and lives. And in states like Meghalaya, the law complicates the issue. See, Meghalaya is a sixth scheduled state, meaning that local communities own the land and minerals. So this make it harder for the government to regulate mining. And in 2014, the National Green Tribunal banned, yes, National Green Tribunal banned rat hole mining due to its environmental and human risk. So, despite this, illegal mining continues, often with the involvement of powerful local interest. तो हालांकि एनजीटी ने, नेशनल ग्रीन ट्रिब्यूनल ने 2014 में ही बैन कर दिया था, लेकिन कुछ लूप होल्स के चलते अभी भी ये प्रैक्टिस किया जा रहा है। जैसे कि एक तो पावरफुल लोकल इंटरेस्ट इसमें इन्वॉल्व होते हैं, सेकेंडली अब मेघालय क्या है, मेघालय इट्स अ सिक्स्थ शेड्यूल स्टेट। Younger students, don't worry what is sixth schedule. Once you go in a higher class, you'll understand all these terms. Okay, तो मेघालय इज द सिक्स्थ शेड्यूल स्टेट, यानी कि इसका मतलब क्या होता है सिंपल लैंग्वेज में, कि मेघालय अपने मेघालय में जो लोकल कम्युनिटीज होती हैं, दे ओन द लैंड एंड मिनरल्स। सी, अ स्टेट विच इज नॉट अ पार्ट ऑफ सिक्स शेड्यूल, अगर वो सिक्स शेड्यूल का पार्ट नहीं है, तो अगर वहां पे कोई मिनरल्स होते हैं, तो गवर्नमेंट विल बी रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर इट। बट मेघालय क्योंकि सिक्स शेड्यूल है, तो यहाँ पे लोकल कम्युनिटीज दे ओन द लैंड एंड मिनरल्स, राइट? सो ऑल्दो रैट होल माइनिंग इज स्टिल बैंड, बट क्योंकि यहाँ पे इलीगल तरीके से अभी भी कंटिन्यू है, एंड लोकल इंटरेस्ट, पावरफुल लोकल इंटरेस्ट काफी ज्यादा इन्वॉल्व होते हैं इस वजह से। नाउ टॉकिंग अबाउट द रिस्क ऑफ रैट होल माइनिंग गो बियॉन्ड द वर्कर्स। सी, it first it has environmental damage. It causes environmental damage. Rivers like Lukha and Minditu in Meghalaya have become too acidic. It has become too acidic to sustain aquatic life. And it is all because of mining activities. Mining, it also destroys forests and it pollutes the soil. So it is not at all good for the environment. Environment के लिए तो अच्छा है ही नहीं. River acidic हो रही है. और mining activity से forests are getting destroyed. Soil is polluting. Also, there's humanitarian concern. Why? Because report indicate that about 70,000 children, yes, 70,000 children, mainly from Bangladesh and Nepal, have worked in these mines under hazardous conditions. And tragic accidents like the one in Assam are not uncommon. In one incident in 2018, 17 miners drowned when river water flooded a mine in Meghalaya. तो क्योंकि अब आप सोच रहे हैं कि चिल्ड्रन को क्यों भेजा जाता है, क्योंकि वो छोटे छोटे टनल होते हैं तो चिल्ड्रन कैन इजीली क्रॉल एंड एक्सट्रैक्टेड। तो इस पर्सपेक्टिव से चिल्ड्रन को भी यहाँ पर एज अ माइनर ये काम दिया जाता है। एक्सप्लॉइटेशन हो रहा है और इतने हजार्डस कंडीशन में। Also, local landowners profit from illegal mining, but the workers face all the risk without safety or proper wages. Safety नहीं है, proper wage भी नहीं मिलता है, और जो फायदा है, प्रॉफिट है, वो किसको हो रहा है? लोकल लैंड ओनर्स को। So what can be done to address this issue? What is the way forward? See, in Meghalaya, steps are being taken to legalize mining under sustainable practices. And Chief Minister has also promised scientific mining methods to ensure that there's a safety and environmental protection. Also, workers need to access to they basically workers जो यहाँ पे काम कर रहे हैं, they need access to safer jobs, है ना? So providing education and vocational training can reduce their dependence on hazardous mining work. अब आप एक चीज इमेजिन करो, if you have an alternative for a better job, so definitely you'll go for it, na? But in this scenario, workers, they don't have the alternative, better alternative. Either this or to work at the farms or construction site with minimal age, with minimum wage. So they are opting for this hazardous work. So if the workers are educated and they'll be provided vocational training, it can reduce their dependence on hazardous mining work. Lastly, government must enforce the existing bans and hold those involved in illegal mining accountable. The government need to make sure that there's a strict enforcement of the law. All right. So that was all about the rat hole mining. Students, now the two stories that we have learned today, it reflects the two sides of India. On one side, we see progress in the form of Sonamag tunnel connecting regions. Yes, which region? Which region? Yes, you have to write this in the comments below. Which region? Which places are being connected by Sonamag tunnel? All right. And then on the other side, we see the dark reality of rat hole mining, where workers, they are risking their lives for survival. So as students and future leaders, you have a role to play. You can raise awareness about these issues, support policies that ensure safety and sustainability, and you need to discuss this with your parents, with your elders, with your friends, because sometimes people are unaware of the issues that India is having. So one thing that as a student, what we can do is spread awareness, and it can be done only through discussion. Okay. So thank you for listening, and let's continue to stay informed and engage with the world around us. Bye bye.